What can I do to get more sleep? Begged the exhausted man before me. 1 week is surely bad enough, but now I'm up to week 3. This man, he seemed quite familiar, and as I looked a little closer, I soon realised that he was me and that I was looking in a mirror. We know without sleep we become a mess, which I was starting to realise. In fact, it now appears to be the case that we need sleep to help us survive. So why do we do this thing called sleep? What are the reasons that we need to nap? Mother Nature thought it was important despite leaving us vulnerable to attack. It really is an essential function and unbelievably keeps us alive. When rats are completely deprived of sleep, by day 32 they've all given up and died. Sleep lets our body recharge and repair, and it does this for our mind too, which improves concentration and focus, letting you remember you are you. There are loads of other effects that sleep has, but this list is quite long, so perhaps it might be a bit simpler to explain without it what might go wrong. When we don't get enough good sleep, our memory is the first thing to fail. Both short and long term are affected, and there's little you can do to prevail. You fall into cognitive overdraft. Have a watch of the bank of brain on how low mood and anxiety all develop, as this process is much the same. Now you have to be careful here and not reach for that coffee cup. The stimulant insomnia cycle that follows will continue to muck your sleep up. Your immune system does a lot of work when you're deep in your slumber to fight off viruses and bacterial foes, trying to prevent an overwhelming number. Without this immune rejuvenating effect, your body you will not please, as it also leads to type 2 diabetes, weight gain and heart disease. Disruption is caused in leptin and ghrelin, hunger hormones involved in feeding, and the more tired that you become, you might start to eat more than you're needing. About 1 in 3 of us doesn't sleep enough, often without good reason why. But what can you expect when folks say things like, "I'll not sleep till I die"? Attitudes like this and modern life drag us down unhelpful tracks, affecting blood pressure and inflammation, promoting strokes and heart attacks. Dear Dr. Doodle Dad, please tell me what I can do. Don't worry, here comes one of my lists, which I'll slowly take you through. Number 1, you need bright light for a couple of hours per day, but don't do this too late at night. Go outside in the morning is what I say. Blue light that comes off screens like phones in the evening is not good for you. So turn them off before night time, and this is my point number 2. You see, at night your brain's getting ready and it prefers things to be less bright. Biological darkness is what we evolved with, like open fires, the moon and starlight. Point 3 is all about caffeine, which wakes me up. What can I say? Well, its effects last for many hours, so perhaps don't drink it after midday. You really shouldn't be taking naps, even in a meeting that's a bore. It can disrupt your nighttime snooze, and this is point number 4. Going out and staying up late is one way to feel alive, but this causes social jet lag, which leads to point number 5. You see, you should have a set bedtime, even at weekends, which sounds a bit boring, but this aligns with your circadian rhythm and helps the action of melatonin. Melatonin is your sleep hormone. It's released by your pineal gland, which tells your brain it's time to sleep. Please nod if you understand. If you can, stay away from alcohol. That will disrupt your body badly, causing snoring and over-sedation. Point 6, I'm afraid, is no fun, sadly. Keep your bedroom quiet and cool with low lighting that's a bit more romantic. And for 7, remember, bedrooms are for sleeping and some loving antics. Some studies have shown that food affects sleep if eaten late, so perhaps avoid evening snacking or the post-pub kebab for point 8. Slow yourself down late in the day. Try breathwork and reading to clear the mind. Meditation, music, and long hot baths all help to create point 9. The 10th point is about your mattress and probably your pillows too. You spend a third of your life in bed, so upgrading every few years is good for you. I know I'm always banging on about exercise, which leads me to point number 11. But this might be one of the best things you can do to get to sleep heaven. People who exercise fall asleep much faster and get about 40 minutes more Z's. It's been shown to work better than sleeping meds. Just don't do it too late at night, please. Of course, other things cause sleep issues, and if you've done the above consistently, but sleep continues to elude you, perhaps it's time to see your GP. Well, thanks again for joining me. I've just got one point left to make, and I'm sure if we all did this, our sleep routine would be great. Morning alarms rip us out of sleep when we're still snoozing in bed. Try setting one for nighttime to tell you when to go to sleep instead.